where is that trailer? I was waiting for the trailer to make my next video. I thought it was just around the corner. I was going to make this in-depth analysis dissecting every last detail. But I guess instead I'll just do an entirely self-indulgent rant video. I want to talk about some controversial topics, namely shipping, specifically twi-century and Apple Dash, bronies, especially the public perception of bronies, and stereotypes, mostly gender stereotypes. I will explain how all these connect. Bear with me as I ramble. I don't ship twi-century. I don't hate Flash Century, and I don't see him as a waifu stealer. Twilight Sparkle is not my waifu. I don't have a waifu. My problem with this ship is that she is an adult pony alicorn princess and he is a teenage human. Even if their ages were comparable, which I doubt, her level of maturity and responsibility is way beyond his. More importantly, she's a pony! How is she attracted to this bipedal furless teenager? Some people assume the bronies reacted against Twi-Century because Twilight is their waifu. And for some bronies, this was true. But for a lot of us, this ship just makes no sense. I don't have a problem with Cheese Sandwich and Pinkie Pie because that ship makes sense. It was never about waifus for me. It was about good writing. Some people assume that adult men like My Little Pony because they find the ponies attractive and like to fantasize. I haven't done a poll to verify this, but I'm pretty sure those bronies are in the minority. I think most of us are here because My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is a good show. Now, for me, it's more complicated than just, it's good. There are other shows out there, maybe even some that are better than My Little Pony, but I've never been as obsessed with them as with My Little Pony. My Little Pony has a special lure for me because it is so innocent, fun, childish, magical, and yes, girly. If you were ever wondering why Friendship is Magic did so well with young adult males in particular, rather than just becoming popular with all demographics like Disney, I think I have the answer. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is our way to escape toxic masculinity. We live in a society that has very hard and strictly defined expectations for men. We are supposed to be aggressive, dominant, and unfeeling. If a man breaks those expectations, he is made fun of far more than a woman who would do the same. The severe backlash to bronies' existence proves that point. I think Rebecca Angel said it better than I can. Having interests that go against what men are supposed to embrace is the sneakiest kind of rebellion. We are tired of being told who to be, so we like ponies instead. When I started watching My Little Pony Friendship is Magic in 2020, I didn't even know that bronies were a thing. Yes, I live under a rock. I started watching the show for the reasons I just described. I was tired of being told who I should be, so I wanted an escape. Then I discovered that bronies were a thing. I wasn't surprised. The show is storming good, and I would be surprised if I were the only one who noticed. But then I learned more about the stereotypes surrounding bronies, that they're all pedophiles, or that they want to have sex with the ponies, etc. And I was hurt. The actual content of the show is completely different from our culture's definition of masculinity. There's no sexual content and very little romance. There's little violence, and peace and friendship always triumph over war. Characters are encouraged to express their feelings. Males can be feminine and females can be masculine. Everything about the show is girly, and somehow the media still portrays bronies as oversexed, aggressive creeps. This stereotype is sexist, and I take it personally. I'm trying not to bring up specific comments I've seen on internet discussions because I'm not trying to blame anyone. But I've seen all of these assumptions in discussions. I'll bring up one example, because this is from a published article, so I feel like I can blame them. There was a psychopath who shot a bunch of FedEx workers. He was obsessed with Applejack. Those two things cannot be connected because Applejack never killed any pony. But of course the media was all over the chance to mudsling at bronies. Again. A certain Anne Gilbert suggested that the brony community could foster Nazism because quote, largely masculine space emphasizing male perspectives where a lot of the participants are middle-class, white, straight, single men might appeal to a particular mindset, Forgive me while I step away from Equestria for a moment. In the real world, I am a middle-class, white, straight, single man. I can't not take offense to this statement. I have done nothing, said nothing in any discussion or comment section that would foster or support mass murder or Nazism. And beyond the obvious inaccuracy of the brony community being a largely masculine space emphasizing male perspectives, to suggest that a collection of middle-class, white, straight, single men inherently fosters Nazism is inherently discriminatory. If anyone still believes that sexism only applies to women, this is your wake-up call. There is sexism against men. Next time you're in a discussion about to make a generalization about men, think of this video and word your statement carefully, because Ann Gilbert hurt my feelings. Because of what I am, there are a lot of stereotypes and assumptions about who I am. From the first time someone hears my name, Jeffrey, or hears a masculine pronoun directed my way, they make assumptions about me, and I do not fit the stereotypes that surround me. I once heard in a comedy skit that men are simple. We like 3 things: meat, kissing, and explosions. Well, I'm vegan, I've never kissed anyone, and I'm a pacifist. I have done what I can to reject and disprove the stereotypes that surround me. I guess you could say my sex is male and my gender is androgynous. I suppose I'd have to change my name to complete that transition, but I haven't, because my point is that it shouldn't matter. Who I am is not the same as what I am. I shouldn't need to go transgender for people to stop assuming that I like a girls' show because I'm a Nazi or I think the ponies are hot. If watching My Little Pony doesn't convince people that I'm more than just an aggressive sex machine, I don't know what else to do. Stereotyping is also the reason that I don't ship Apple Dash. Just like Twice Entry, I've seen comments that claimed the backlash to Apple Dash was because the bronies couldn't accept the ponies being lesbian because that ruins their fantasies. This is not the problem. I don't ship any of the main 6 with each other, because romanticizing their relationships undermines the central message of the show, friendship. Outside of My Little Pony, real friendships are very rare in television. They only give screen time for 2 characters to interact in meaningful ways if they mean to make them a romantic couple. But Apple Dash is particularly problematic for me because it hits the old stereotype notes I've fought against my whole life. Since the very beginning, people have assumed Rainbow Dash is lesbian because she's a tomboy and her colors are rainbow. Well, Lauren Faust said it right when she said, "Assuming tomboys are lesbians is extremely unfair to both straight and lesbian tomboys." Apple Dash, in particular, feels like a surrender to stereotyping because it makes the 2 most masculine ponies lesbian. You know, my sister has shortish hair. She's straight, but several people have assumed she's lesbian. Apple Dash supports that kind of thinking. Shipping the main 6 in general is a bad idea, but this is the worst main 6 ship. I don't approve. My disapproval has everything to do with my disdain of stereotyping and nothing to do with creepy self-insert shipping. Sorry for the long, angry rant, y'all. It's just, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how to prove to everyone that I'm anything more than my XY chromosomes. This is a war I've fought for years, and My Little Pony is just the latest battleground. But even when at war, one needs to take some moments to just relax and enjoy oneself from time to time. So here's to hoping that the next video I make is an analysis of the G5 trailer.